estamos? Yo bien, todo bien, todo tranquilo. Hoy día les traigo esta entrega de hellblade, un pedazo de juego que vamos a jugar la campaña y ver qué sale. Así que vamos. Pero es un pedazo de juego este, que por lo general a mí me gusta.
Hello. Who are you? Doesn't matter.
Una de las cosas que perjudica el juego en cierto modo es el subtítulo.
You're safe with me.
O es la imagen.
I'll be right here, nice and close, so I can speak without alerting the others. Let me tell you about Senua. Her story has already come to an end, but now it begins anew.
What's happening? It's breathing. Dead. It's breathing. It's breathing. He knows she's getting closer. He can feel her coming closer. She's getting closer. They're watching. They're watching. They're watching. They're watching.
This is a journey deep into darkness. There will be no more stories after this one.
What is she doing? Why is she doing this? They're watching. Why doesn't she know coming? She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him.
No, se ve mal.
He's already dead. Feel you coming.
Quiet.
Pero un poquito, voy a hacer un cambio. Ahora sí, discúlpenme. Discúlpenme la demora, pero tenía que hacerlo ya.
Oh, how rude of me. I never told you of the others. You hear them too, right? They've been around ever since the tragedy. Well, that's not quite true. Some are old,
Discúlpenme.
some are new, but they've changed. I think the darkness changed them, just like it changed her.
Can you see them? Over there. Why isn't she looking? Why aren't you looking? He's in hell high.
Look, up ahead. You see it too?
You promised you came.
Yes. It is real after all. She's finally arrived in the land of mist and fog. The place the Northmen call hell.
Turn back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe. Go back.
Go back, go back, go
It's
back.
not safe.
It's them. They're here.
You see them? You can see them.
Look around and you'll see them. The drowned, the sick, the slain. Here they lie, rotting in the fields and rivers of hell. But the dead don't always lie still here.
You see them?
This is not a place of rest.
You can't do this. Go back. Go back. They're going to do that to you. Can you see them? Can you see them? They're going to do that to you. They're watching. Stop. Can you feel them watching? They're watching her. They're watching her.
The red, el ojo, la psicosis
Can you feel it?
del... ¿Cómo se siente el sonido?
What is she thinking? I can tell you. She's afraid. Wouldn't you be?
Te
You'd
arreglé
think
la
she would get
película.
used to it by now after so many years.
Pero muy buena. Ese es
The darkness, it just builds onto itself, growing stronger, towering over her. You might try and ignore it. Turn away.
Voy a ver si es que se captura o que es el
It's
sonido.
always there, just out of sight.
Te
Where
arreglé.
you're most vulnerable by now.
Sí, se captura.
It's like it knows that just enough light is all you need to see its suffocating power.
They can feel you.
You might think she's brave to go on this journey on her own, but it isn't bravery that drives her. Bravery only means something to those afraid of death. Then it was fear, runs far, far deeper.
Ahí estamos casi llegando.
What is she looking at? What is she leaving behind? I know what she's thinking. I hear her thoughts. It's not too late to get into the boat and go back. No one will judge her. No one will ever know. Oh, she heard us. There's no going back.
Yo sé esta historia,
Senua
pero
pushes away a world that conspired to cause so much
me
suffering.
voy a quedar medio calladito.
There's nothing to go back to, and worse to look forward to.
Yo no sé.
Why don't you join us? Maybe you too have a part to play in this story.
Me gustan los gráficos, así que déjame verlo. Modo foto. No sé en qué influye, pero pongo la que sí.
You have to take a closer look to see. Why isn't she focusing? She needs to focus now.
She needs to use her eyes.
Do not forget my stories, Senua. Because your darkness comes from hell, and your fate lies there. They say the burning of a corpse will take you straight to Hela's gate, but gods and the living will follow this path. You must leave the Isles of Orkney across the eastern sea and find a road that leads north and down through deep, dark valleys. After 9 nights of riding, you will follow a great river and will find a bridge covered in gold.
Este va
The path to
por el
Helheim
lado
goes from
nórdico,
there,
por ahí.
across the River of Knives that flows from the dark world of Niflheim.
Darkness is coming. Yearns for life. Hungers for it.
Aló.
¿Aló?
The land of mist.
Oiga, mijo, para que
Dígame.
no esté solo, véngase para el Discord que estamos nosotros.
Estoy
was it he said?
transmitiendo.
The river of
Pucha,
knives
perdón.
across which
Sí, pero
lies the
¿qué están
halls of
haciendo?
hell.
Estamos conversando
Place they call
y,
¿Con
y hablando de una que otra cosa.
¿Con quién?
Con el Esteban. Vamos a hacerlo.
Ya, igual.
Para
Yo
que no
voy a
esté
andar
solo.
transmitiendo, sí, sí que no sé si le hemos...
Sí,
no le hemos-
tranqui. No, él también transmite, así que no creo que tengan drama en eso.
¿En el Genshin igual?
Sí.
Ya. Aló.
Ya.
Hola.
Hola.
Amigo, le aviso al tiro que estoy transmitiendo yo, aunque
There's
no me
no
vea
doubt
nadie,
about
pero
it.
se va avisado,
The
ya.
source of the darkness is in Helheim,
Ok.
and the goddess
Eso
Hela
es
holds
por-
his soul there.
¿Y ese es por?
Porque voy a jugar.
Her dear beloved,
O sea, no voy a jugar,
Dillian.
estoy jugando el Hellblade.
Nice, nice. Hellblade, no cacho por el Hellblade.
Why is she doing this?
Bueno, ahí después le paso
Why
el
doesn't
link
she
de
turn
mi
back?
canal y ahí lo ve.
She's doing this for him.
Ya,
Ok.
la media propaganda.
He's already dead.
Oh, Matías, ¿me compraste la weá?
His soul still
Matías.
lives. Do you
The
know
bridge to Helheim.
Matías.
Lo único que diré
Ma-
Forget its name.
detrás de esto es que un
She
pedazo de
forgets
juego
too. But
Matías
she
no
does
responde.
remember that as they did
se habrá caído.
they cross it. That part wasn't so easy to forget.
Vamos por el gacha. Vamos por el gacha. Vamos por
No
el
me
gacha.
caí ni nada. Estaba silenciado porque fui al
Cada
baño.
10 deseos tendrás al menos un objeto de 4 estrellas o superior de manera garantizada.
Ya está ahí cagando.
Vamos por el gacha.
Pedro, no
Vamos por el
no
gacha.
empecemos, weón.
Pero sí,
Vamos por el gacha. Vamos por el gacha. Vamos por el gacha. El gacha.
pero
Ya,
si
cabrón,
no he
aquí
dicho
el
nada
gacha.
malo. ¿Qué tiene?
Matías. Matías.
Yo no he
El
dicho
gacha,
nada
el
malo.
gacha. El gacha.
Vaya,
Let's see, shall we?
¿Quieren verlo? ¿Quieren verlo? ¿Quieren verlo?
A ver si me estoy viendo. Deja que me descargue. Y listo. Ya, vamos,
pero-
te sale. Vamos,
Ya.
vamos, dale.
¿Se
confía.
ve? ¿Se ve? ¿Se ve? ¿Se ve?
Sí, sí,
¿Se
lo
ve?
veo, sí, lo veo, sí, lo veo.
Ahí está el...
Estimado,
ver,
¿quiere
mueve el
verlo? ¿Quiere
brazo,
verlo?
mueve.
¿Quiere verlo? Gide, gide,
A ver,
gide,
mueve.
gide.
Ya un
Sí,
pedazo de
a ver,
juego, este weón.
Ya, ¿de qué hay? 1, 2, 3.
The Northmen speak of 9 worlds.
Oh, el juego culiao, tan terrible.
The world of men they call Midgard.
¿Mm?
Ya.
Ya.
¿Ya lo callaron?
Ya.
Se terrible gana el juego, weón.
Bruh.
Sky gods
Te
dwell
creo.
in Asgard.
Bruh.
The gods of harvest, wind, and sea dwell in Vanir.
Personaje de fuego al fin,
The good elves dwell in Alfheim. The evil
Al fin,
ones
al
dwell
fin.
in Svartalfheim.
Pantallas.
The mountain giants dwell in Jotunheim.
Bueno, está
The
esperado
fire
el personaje.
giants dwell in Muspelheim.
Creo que está hiperventilar
Niflheim
porque
is
le
the
salió un
world of
personaje
ice
culo.
and darkness.
Pero está bien, está bien. Te salió un buen
Weón.
personaje.
Dead dwell
Un
in
personaje
hell.
por ahí que no lo tengo. Qué
Oye,
weá.
Mati,
That is
mira,
where you must travel.
A ver.
bonito.
¿Estáis con la cámara?
Sí.
No te veo, weón. ¿Te veo?
Es que no, no.
¿No?
En realidad no,
O sea, en el video estoy con la cámara, pero no en este.
Ah, estáis transmitiendo.
Sí, sí, pero sí estoy diciendo.
Perdón.
Estoy diciendo desde rato.
Puta, pero ya.
Buena, cabrón. Tengo un personaje bonito. Ya. Ahora veamos. Tier list.
You don't know where you're going.
A ver, pero-
she do that? She shouldn't have done it.
She can't go back now.
No, this is it. The hidden path.
Fíjate, y es su voz. Wow.
Esta wea es como God of War, pero mucho antes que God of War. O sea, me refiero al God of War del PlayStation 4.
Don't kill me. I'm not one of them.
Me recuerda a la rancia, conchetumare.
I was just hiding.
No sé por qué, pero...
Find I live longer.
¿Estáis seguro que el Hellblade, bueno, a mí me suena más como el Horizon? No sé por qué.
Bastard.
Puede que lo esté confundiendo.
Wait.
¿Este es Hellblade? No, es Horizon. Yo al inicio sí me confundía, pero no.
Me encanta la actitud de este pendejo.
Son muy
Many
distintos.
tales of the Northmen.
Ah, bueno.
Oh,
They call me Druth.
bueno, voy a subir rápido.
Porque este va
An
de
old
la
fool.
temática nórdica. Y
Druth.
el Horizon va por otro lado. Va sobre esta mierda. Animales
You kept your
robotizados.
vow.
Guide you in this life and the next. I will tell you my stories of hell, if I may walk
No, dejaré ni
with you.
Artefactos.
Tell me your stories again, old friend. I'm listening.
The runes seal the gates
Tengo
to
que empezar
hell.
una mierda que tenía.
Focus your inner eye, and you too will see what's hidden in plain sight.
I can see one.
Hold it in
Esta
your
wea ya me
hands
la sé ya
now.
hace...
Find one like it to
Por
open
eso
the
no me
gate.
sorprende.
What happens if you
It's
focus?
near. Look towards the gate, and the gate will open.
Yo ya me acuerdo de
The gate is open. Go through the gate.
Go through it.
It's dangerous.
Follow it.
What's behind?
It worked.
I spent 6 years enslaved in hell.
Ábrete, bueno, culiao de Dios.
I watched the Northmen, learnt their ways.
I know you did.
You listened when everyone else laughed. My people paid a heavy price. Carry my stories with you, and together we will make the Northmen feel our fury.
Another voice joins us. She once tried to make them go away. Pretend they weren't real. But what good is that? When we are always here. I guess it's the same with heights. You can stand on the edge, pretend it's going to be okay. But you know that death
Estamos
is
por un
near,
corre con...
waiting for you to make that
Oye, güey.
little slip. You can't just push things away.
The world of the dead is ruled by the giantess, Hela, daughter of Loki.
Maldición, no puedo
The
ver
gods
dos
feared her
lives al mismo
bloodline,
tiempo.
bad on her mother's side and yet much
Ah,
worse on
no,
her father's.
era eso, no, estamos viendo.
So, as a child, the All-Father cast her
no
down
puedes
into
ver los
Helheim
lives?
and gave her
¿Cómo te
power
decía
over
otra
those who
pantalla,
die of
amigo?
sickness, age, hardship,
Con lo que cuesta
and
hoy día.
self-slaughter.
Claro, me
In
voy
all
a
of the
comprar un
9
celular
worlds,
para tener una
only
segunda
Hela
pantalla
can
del
resurrect the
celular.
dead.
Ah,
Bueno,
To
dije
Hela,
pero
your
dije
Dillion
otro.
was sacrificed.
Es que
with
estoy
her
desde el
you must
celu
bargain.
viendo, weón.
Puta. Yo te mando uno.
puta la wea.
Yo
Me
te
tengo
mando
que
uno.
ir.
Me salen gratis.
Entonces,
Matías, me tengo que ir.
cheater. ¿Qué pasó?
Me necesitan para una misión Julia y es como chuta.
¿Será? po?
Me quiero ir.
No vaya.
Stay back.
Sí, no, diles que no querí.
Gate to hell.
O date la excusa.
The living from the dead.
Es que si no voy, me van a
Oh,
huear.
gracias
Is
por
that
el
the
me
face of
gusta.
Hela
Quien me
herself?
haya dado me gusta.
Ahí te
The
activo.
half-rotten goddess that rules
Vale.
Escucha la wea, sí.
Eso fue.
Sí,
Whatever horrors lie behind that
medio
door,
cagadito.
She must find him.
Sí, se veía algo pegado, tío.
Creo que como estoy transmitiendo, estaba intentando transmitir el otro al mismo tiempo.
Ah,
Pesadito. Sale
Ah,
pesadito.
ya.
Así que pierdo como frames. Y me pasa.
Ahí tenéis mi querido like.
Muchas gracias, amigo. Muchas gracias por seguirme. Te comento.
Tranquilo ahí.
Te doy mi vida.
Ah,
Te convido un poco de pan con lo que me encanta de YouTube.
oh, la wea penita.
Y eso que YouTube ni me paga.
Ni siquiera tenía sponsor o algo.
What you want.
Es más, ni siquiera estoy acá.
I won't resist it.
Nunca exististe.
Soy una ilusión de tu mente, hermano. El accidente no fue tu accidente.
What?
El accidente no fue tu accidente.
Ah, puta la wea. Por dejarme en mute. No quería entrar por ese puro. Yo no le quería subir volumen tampoco.
Ahora viene la pelea.
La pelea de verdad, señores y señores.
She finished him!
¿Cómo te odio?
Solamente porque me tire el cinemático. Chale, ya la maté.
Mm,
Ya se murió.
Vaya.
Ya lo
Es que
mataron. Me acuerdo de eso. Se había olvidado que el juego lo tengo. O sea, el video lo tengo para mayores de adultos.
Of what's to come.
Ah, ¿lo tenéis con restricción de edad?
Poor Senua.
Así yo
The
tiro
darkness does not bargain.
obscenidad.
It does not reason.
Ella.
It is rot. And now it has taken hold. It will spread towards her head, the seat of the soul, until there is nothing left of her.
Puede ser él.
All of her suffering will have been for
Yo creo que
nothing.
sí.
It's just a matter of time.
La frase de este juego en su momento troleó caleta a los jugadores.
¿Por qué?
Porque dice: la oscuridad pobredumbre crecerá cada vez que fracases. Si la pobredumbre llega a la cabeza de Senua, su misión llegará a su fin. Y habrás
Qué mal.
perdido todo el progreso. Eso es lo que dice el juego.
Oh.
Pero
O sea, tenéis
nunca-
que ser re cuidadosos.
Eso es lo que decía el juego, pero no pasa.
The hardest
No pasa.
battles are fought
Eso
in
no
the
pasa.
mind. That is what Dillian taught her.
Espera. No sé en qué dificultad lo puse. automático. Ahora es difícil, solamente para asegurarnos de que sea difícil.
With every defeat, the dark rot will grow and soon it will take her soul. But for now, at least, she still has control of her mind. And she will fulfill her vow, whatever the cost.
La verdad de este juego es que la tipa fue al infierno nórdico a reclamar, a salvar el alma de su amado.
Ya, sí, creo que algo me acuerdo de la trama de esa wea.
Lies behind the gate to Helheim. To open the gate, you must first face the gods that guard it. The god of fire, Surt, and the god of illusion, Valravan. Spill their blood to open the gate to Helheim and enter the land of the dead. Beginning, there was nothing but darkness. Bitter cold to the north, fiery hot to the south. They say the cold formed ice, which melted from the sparks from the south. The power of the darkness gave life to the dripping ice, and the first giant was born, and was named Ymir. The ice continued to drip, and the power of the void gave life to it, and it became a cow, whose milk fed the giant. That's right, a cow. Bet you weren't expecting that.
Debería que suene fuerte.
Surt, the fire giant, has answered. He comes from a land older than mankind, and the Northmen call upon his flaming sword to raise their enemies to the ground. Find him, Senua, and spill his blood.
Aló.
Te escucho, no te preocupes, Jesús.
She found the wretched old fool
No,
on
es que
her way
no
back
escuché
from the
nada de que
wilds.
eso.
An outcast, was badly burnt all over. She took pity on him, for he was not long for this world.
Ah, ya.
Like her, who spoke of his own darkness. The North.
Ya, ahora sí subí de nivel a esta
And
buena
when the sons
culiada.
of Muspel
Pero
leave
me
the
quedé
ship and
tranquilo,
ride
weón.
to battle, it will be as though the sky had split open, and Surt will lead them. Wherever he goes, flame will
A ver
erupt
si ahora
before
gelé.
him, and fires will burn behind him.
Ok.
Senua, we each walk these lands gazing towards different horizons, some of us further than others. Your father
Y al
cannot
final
see
se
what
fue
you
el
see,
bueno,
but there is
Ese es el
nothing
Esteban.
wrong with seeing the
Esteban.
world the way you do.
Era como un medio porque se supone que era como... él quería estar acá, pues, pero su amigo, no sé quién es, le andaban luchando de que jugaran. Querían jugar con él esta wea del Genshin. No sabría responderte a eso. Igual le voy a preguntar en todo caso de ahí.
no, yo pregunto nomás, para saber si llega o no.
Ah, ya.
Por preguntar.
En todo caso también le voy a preguntar por si lo... A ver.
He's down!
Pelear hasta el final, antes de que se fuera la gran parte. del alias que supiste cuando
Find us
debes
your
estar junto a
position.
la gran puerta.
Let them surround you.
Ay,
Take him down. Take him down now.
Me dijo que por hoy día iba a pasar porque el internet estaba
I can still smell
medio malón y después
the sweet, sickly
cortar
stench
la
of
leche.
burning human flesh.
ya. Que venga lo que venga, ¿no?
Still hear their cries carried in the wind.
Voy a esperar, ¿no?
Está bien, está bien.
Hear them too, Senua?
Si no se siente cómodo,
Yes.
que no lo hagan, ¿no? Y
I
se
heard
entiende lo del internet.
Incluso me
And
había
I still
mandado un
hear them
mensaje
now.
diciéndome eso. Que al final se había ido porque escuchaba la velocidad.
Ya, se entiende. No, sí. Yo también he pasado por eso, ¿no?
The path
Así que
to
lo
hell
comprendo
is sealed for the
perfectamente.
living,
Sí.
but you already walk amongst the dead.
Yo lo hice, estaba bien.
Look towards the gate, and you will see that it has opened.
Sí, se entiende todo.
When they first came to my lands, I knew enough of their tongue to beg for mercy, and they took me as a slave. I wish now that they had slaughtered me like the others. I rode their storm of fire, death, slavery to many lands. This darkness you speak of,
Qué bueno.
I
Yes.
know it well.
And I'm still here to fight it.
¿Estáis viendo el live o no?
No, pero si queréis me pongo a verlo ahora. Tengo drama
No,
con
que no
eso.
te estoy montando, pero sería bueno. Ya. No, pero...
Tranqui.
No, sí, digo yo más que nada porque voy a andar mencionando algunas cosas y no sé si voy a andar interesado.
Vaya a vender tu alma al algoritmo.
¿Mm?
Vaya a vender tu alma.
Oh, se me va
Dale, igual los casos también, weón.
Do it. You're close. Don't let them surround you. Don't let them get behind you. Too slow. Finish this. Finished it.
ahí sí.
Ay, pega igual. Nada, está...
When you see a
Igual.
fire gate of Surt, know that only a sacrifice will stoke the fires of Muspel and let the dead
Eso ya
walk
que le
through.
da fatiga a este weón.
Find the fire, Senua,
Por
to
vertical.
follow the path to Surt.
Me refiero a que esto estaba peleando y de repente se
Ay,
así que por eso le dio como una especie de fatiga.
Hell will not give you the answers you want. But you mustn't look away from the horrors it does offer. Because you cannot overcome suffering. You refuse to look at it.
creo que el dragón se
Where's it
enojó.
gone? The fire's disappeared. The pyre.
Cert is through there. He's waiting for her. You can't get through. How will she get through?
She'll need to find another way.
truth said, find your own path.
There's always another way.
The Northmen tell this story.
Find your own.
Before the Earth was created, there was a world called
What?
Muspel. Because it was in the south, it was bright and hot, flaming, burning. Sparks that flew out from Muspel became the stars. Other sparks melted ice and froze the world of Niflheim, breathing the body.
Los dos primeros. Que este juego va más de exploración, de hacer puzzles y de pelear.
Sí, eso tengo entendido.
Find it. She'll never make her way back.
She needs to
Pero el
remember
juego
the
en
way
sí es
back.
bueno,
What happens when she finds
No,
it?
sí.
And then
Everything will burn.
concentrate on where you're going. She needs to remember the path.
Everything will burn, then how will she find the way back?
She won't. She won't be able
The
to.
Northmen say that what we see as a rainbow
No, ¿cómo se
is
te
the
ocurre?
bridge that goes from the world of men to the
Son las,
world of
son
the
las
gods.
cosas normales de la vida.
For now, they say the frost giants and the mountain giants cannot cross it. But they say that when Ragnarok comes,
Es el día a día.
El pan de cada día.
the Northmen made fire sacrifices, burning
Estoy
slaves like
haciendo
me
cagar
to
perro,
reveal the
Julio,
path
pero a
to
la vez
search.
también me hace cagar a mí.
Sí.
I searched for meaning in their
Es que
suffering,
legal.
in their eyes. But they just screamed like
Es que al
helpless
LOL le
pigs.
cambié la letra, le cambié el idioma.
Al.
Y
Bueno. Pero juego, Julio, me cortó la wea de cinemática y me cagó toda la onda. Chucha, weón.
Do your gods answer your prayers, Senua? I asked the gods for mercy, all of them, even theirs. None answered. In the end, I set myself free. Defy the gods, Senua! Find your own path, like I find mine!
My gods abandoned me. I am alone.
No, perro culiao me botó. Me botó del área. Qué chucha.
Find the fire, Senua, to follow the path to Surt. The Northmen of Hell worship the Devourers, insatiable gods of darkness.
de juego así.
I come from Erin, Senua,
Los dos
Ah,
pueden
ya.
ser
where I
los
once
dos,
followed my own gods, the
o sea,
Tuatha De
los
Danann.
tres. Los tres pueden
Why
ser
did
de
you
juego.
abandon
Ah,
your
yeah.
gods?
Senua,
Yo creo.
I was a man of knowledge,
¿Sí?
not a warrior. To survive
Mentira que quedó uno, conchetumare.
bad things. Like you, Senua. The man I once was has died. And when that happens, even gods you worship can die with you.
Puta madre, no.
A lo mejor cuando empiece la otra preciso. Ahí a lo mejor le aplico más la parte.
Está bien. Sí, será lo mejor.
Es que si le aplico ahora va a ser. Mira la
No, y aparte que te vaya a complicar más la existencia.
además que ya un poco de para
No gastís de más y tampoco te esforcís de más. Ay, una resina,
They're winning. It's finished. Finish this.
You say your world has collapsed. Good. Let it collapse. And have the courage to shed your tears. Raise your world to the pride!
Oh, perdón.
Only then, as with a newborn, will you see the world anew.
No, I see nothing now.
Todo le parece película.
Yo creo que mientras voy a ver también el mapa, el mapa que tenía, no, que descargué un mapa el cual contiene ciertas ubicaciones de lo que necesito y está súper bien especificado. De hecho, hay lugares que ni yo conocía de este mapa, de este juego, weón.
Es que a mí todavía no me trae ese juego.
¿En serio? Entiendo. Tranquilo.
Debe ser porque no lo conocí.
Puede que sea eso, simplemente su estética o gráfica no te llaman la atención.
Es que no me gusta.
Maybe they were right to, but here I am,
Se entiende.
free.
Ah, sí,
No
se
me
entiende.
agobien, pero
I'm glad I found you in the
Te,
wilds.
te, te aburre
I
verlo
wouldn't have made it
constantemente.
without you.
¿Eso?
como que
Te
uno lo mira y como, es como la gran cosa de una cosa así.
en retrospectiva te comprendo. Sí, sí, como te digo, cada quien tiene sus gustos. Nadie obliga a nadie a algo. Y eso te lo comprendo totalmente. Si no te gusta el juego, no te gusta, simplemente. Es como el Alex con el League of Legends, pues, man. A él le intentaron hacer jugar como se pudo y no le atrajo el juego, así de simple.
Es que me parece que jugaba a alguien, no sé,
A ver.
del eSports, o sea,
Ah, ya.
bueno, ahí después, sí, total, empiezas con la
Ah, queda una hora todavía.
Survive the fire of certain and escape my darkness. And so can you.
Creo que aquí ya conseguí.
Ahí está.
Run, Senator! Run! Run! Through the fire! Keep running! Go on! Nothing will stop you! Run, Senator! Run! Run! Run!
Don't. She's dying.
It's him. It's him.
Wow.
¿Qué onda?
No, encontré una misión rápida y eso.
Ah,
Es que era una misión de encontrar
sorry.
cosas y la pasé en nada porque ya
so
tenía
sorry.
esos ítems que necesitaba.
sí.
This darkness takes everything. Everyone.
Senua, are you sure you want to do this? We can fight this together, side by side. We always do.
This is my battle. I have to face it alone. Away from here.
Where will you go?
I don't know.
For how long?
I don't know.
Qué buenos diálogos, weón.
Lo
I
tuyo.
believe in you.
Sí, weón, los diálogos
You know
culiados que
that.
estoy presenciando son bastante... ¿Cómo decirlo?
Cuidado con lo que
Just
digas.
promise me
Ya.
that you will come
No
back
me
to me.
Cursis.
Ah, ya, ya.
I want you to
Son
say
muy
it.
cursis como para mi gusto.
Son como de roleplay.
I want you to say it.
Más cursi. Onda
Back to you.
como tiraderas de los... De poemas de la era medieval.
Come on.
Piola.
Sí. Algo cursi, como dije anteriormente.
Hay vídeos así que les digo que vas a sacar la chucha.
Julio que amenaza un jefe. Este es el mismísimo.
Everything. Everyone. But not me. Fight me now.
Me va a sacar la chucha, pero está bien.
He's getting stronger. You must stop him. You must stop him. He's getting stronger. Stop him now.
Bueno, igual, yo creo que si a alguien tiene la perspectiva que tienen que echarle la culpa es al Ligo porque
What's happening?
no, él se pasó todo el juego con el Ligo. cálmate.
Esa iluminación me gustó. Esa iluminación como el borde, ¿no? Como que no encajaban. Con la escena no encajaban. Según
For
para mí
every
no.
battle won,
Esa,
greater battle
esa
takes its
encaja mucho,
place.
pero la otra no. La que era muy,
And so
muy
it goes
intensa. No le venía para
until we
nada.
fall.
Para nada bien.
And in the end, we all fall. Even the gods have their time. Yet we still go on. Why?
I made a promise, and I will go to hell to
Seguís ahí,
Ay.
Pedro.
Free. Knowing
Hey,
you will carry
Le
my
estoy
stories
dando un
with you.
pequeño espacio a la cinemática.
Ah, ya, perdón.
I
No,
have
tranquilo.
fulfilled my quest.
Yes, you have.
When the darkness comes,
Estoy con polera, no siento frío.
to guide you in this life and the next, to fulfill yours.
Then I will see you in hell.
Be ready to face horror in the eye, as I have. To find your answers. Your quest,
Primer jefe, listo.
the truth.
Truth was a troubled man. A scholar turned slave. They tortured him. Took him with them on their raids. Drove him to madness.
Todavía no.
Spreading this new form of darkness to new worlds. To my world. Senua saw a deep connection form between the Northmen and the darkness. His tales of hell were true. Then that was the source of
Mapa.
it.
Ah, sí.
She learned everything she could from him. Until she too could see what he saw.
Mate, no te lo lleves.
Oh, rayos.
Rayos.
Ya, según esto, tengo que estar con este personaje. A
Have you
esta
ever
hora,
died before?
entre las
It's a
2
serious
AM.
question.
Sí.
When the illusion of self is shattered, you simply cease to be. Though it may not seem that way to others, you know when it is true. You can feel it.
Sé que todavía no se
It's
completa la
strange,
compra de la
your own
impresora.
body.
¿En serio?
And,
Es que esto es bueno, la cancelan, no entiendo por qué.
and nothing
intenté
is
con
the
otra
same
ahora.
ever again. Senua has
Yo ojalá
died before,
sea la última vez que intento.
and she will do so again. You can be sure of that.
She'll never finish. It's nearly over. Finish it. They're overwhelming. They're surrounding her. She's going to lose. You won. You're close. She's hurt. There's blood.
Por la mierda, weón, tengo que...
Watch out! Finish this. Finish him.
The gate won't open.
She can't get
No,
through.
debería
Why not?
usarlo, pero voy a
She
obligar.
can't. Why?
She's only done one test.
Just
Valravan, ancestor of the seers and master of ravens. He hunts his prey with his powers of illusion and feasts on their remains.
Hola, ¿qué onda? Bueno, ese pasó.
Follow the path to Valravan and defeat him in battle to earn his mark. The gate to Helheim cannot be opened without it.
Son chungos los mapas. O sea, los escenarios son bonitos.
Ymir was a frost giant,
Buen
a
diseño.
being of darkness, and all his sons and grandsons were dark after him. Of his daughters and granddaughters, some were monstrous, but others...
Creo que llegue la otra entrega de este.
Ah, pero tiene... ¿Le da para secuela?
Ya la anunciaron.
Oh, bueno.
Ya habían sacado el trailer del, o sea, un teaser de
Mm,
parte de Xbox.
Ya, ya.
Que ya,
it's a door.
que ya venía ya la escena.
She did it. She did it.
Ya no
La
saben
wea
cómo
se
hacer.
veía... Se veía venir la wea.
No, la verdad es que no.
¿No?
Illusion hides the path to
Igual
Valravan.
el final de este es como
Don't
muy-
trust your eyes.
Según yo lo encontré como
Find
un
another way
final
to see the
cerrado,
truth.
así, conforme. piola.
Un final con el que todos pueden ser felices.
Es raro, sí, pero es bacán, le da un toque.
It's funny.
Además que un
We all
pedazo
want to
de
see
final.
behind the
A mí
veil,
me
don't we?
encantó el final de la pelea.
Once we do, we mostly just close our eyes again and pretend what we saw was never really there. Senua never could close her eyes, however hard she tried. Begged. This is the price she pays for seeing things differently. Because once you gaze into the relentless darkness, all that lurks within it can see you too.
Estos son druids. Se los conoce como druids.
Aló. No te he escuchado.
He's down. Finish it.
Se me... No.
She can ignore the pain.
duro de matar.
The Northmen will not stop her.
Y eso que era simple.
She will find what she's looking for.
En serio.
Valravan's power of illusion comes from ravens. Align the ravens to break his magic seal.
Show me what you have seen.
No, está quejándome solo.
Look how much it's changed.
Pensar que esta weá me llevaron caleta de horas. La primera vez que yo jugué esta weá del juego me demoré como 11 horas jugando para poder terminarlo.
11 horas. Qué flojera.
Do you feel it too? It's like crossing into another world that
Ahora ya no sé qué hacer.
looks the same but feels different. An imposter world where the forest itself is watching.
Es la idea.
Another gaze. You know what to do. Stay back. You have to open it. It's not safe. Don't listen to them.
To break the seal,
Creo que
align the
encontré un evento
ravens
bastante
to mark
entre...
Valravan.
Pero hasta cierto punto.
Which ravens? Can't you see them?
Yo tenía entendido que era un exclusivo de Play 4, pero...
And it will lead you to him. But be aware of his illusions. You can't always trust your eyes.
Is she lost? Wouldn't be the first time. Last winter, before the tragedy, she journeyed into the wilds of her native land, living off berries,
A ver, qué guate.
roots, and rabbits. It's not uncommon, you see. We call such a person a Gelt. Some like Filth become Gelt in search of penance. Others, like Senna, to purge a curse. Those who make it back are forever changed.
Ahora el setup.
She can get up now. She can get up now. What's happening? She can get up now. She can get up. It must be magic. Dark magic. A trick. Raven. Tricking her. Raven. How can she get up? Bait. It's him. Dark magic draws her closer. It's not him. He's helping her. It's not him. It's a trick. She's doing it on her own. He's not tricking her. It's magic. It's an illusion.
were that simple. The worst kind comes without warning. A deep and primal signal from within. A reminder that just because you cannot see the threat, it doesn't mean that it's not already here.
Find your own path. It's a different way.
Oye, Pedro, ¿y cuándo vayas por el seco? ¿Cuándo vayas
They've
por seco?
surrounded her. She's not strong enough. She will die. He's too fast. Get out of the way! Right, capable warrior. Remember your training. He's finished.
¿Qué me habías dicho?
No, no. De hecho,
Ah,
sí.
¿cómo que nada?
No, de verdad se me olvidó, güey.
The Northmen
Está
say
hablando
that
del
Odin
seco.
and his brothers killed Ymir,
Ah, sí,
and
¿cuánto
that
le
the world of man was
Yo
formed
te
from his
dije que
corpse.
no sabía cuándo. Que
They made his
buscarlo,
bones
que
into
estés
stone, and his flesh into earth, and his blood into the salt
Ah,
sea.
no lo compraste nunca, ¿eh?
They set
No,
his
todavía
skull
no.
to be the bowl of the sky.
Mm.
His wings
en-
Do you know
que
what it's
tengo que
like to leave everything behind?
hacer. Además que quiero
home.
llegar
Loved
al
ones,
máximo nivel de atributos
to head
de
deep into the
todo.
wilds,
Ah, ya.
perhaps never to return.
Y con eso me divierto.
Senua does. Because when darkness speaks, it changes everything. Turning home into a foreign land and loved ones into strangers. Exile makes sense when you realize that you were never really home in the first place.
shoulders and tell him everything they have seen and heard. In this way, he learns of things far and wide.
Otra vez este ojo, Julia.
Espera que me quede el doble y otro.
qué weón los slime me están haciendo pico. ¿Dónde están?
The song. Balravan. Balravan's song. It's over here. It's over here.
Is that? It's over there. No, it's here. There's two.
Listen, focus, listen.
It's magic. It's magic. It's an illusion. She's been stuff.
This reminds me of the forest.
Where? Which forest? The forest in the wilds.
The wilds.
She left in. She went to the wilds a long time ago. Why did she go to the wilds?
She wanted to fight her own darkness. She thought she could beat her own darkness.
Did she beat her darkness?
No. It nearly killed her, but she tried.
Druth. Druth helped her.
If it wasn't for Druth, she'd
She'd
be
be
dead.
dead. She can't beat her own darkness. She wanted to marry Dillian. She came to beat her own darkness and marry Dillian. But it didn't work.
She thought her curse would affect him.
She thought her curse would spread to him. She thought she'd bring the darkness to him too. She nearly died.
She thought the curse made her tainted.
Druth helped her. He's not helping.
It's tricky.
Quiet. Can't think.
Out in the wilds, in the cold winter woods,
Where have they gone?
she no longer felt fit for this world. She almost gave in to the darkness. She remembered Dillian's words. She remembered her promise. She resolved to fight on and kill that which had become a part of her.
Voy a bajar la defensa. Cheto. No. Estoy jugando al jefe de turno que está aquí.
Yo no sabía que me estáis tratando de decir eso.
No, chucha, amigo.
Tenía las defensas bajas. No, no era así.
No.
¿No presionaste, cierto?
Sí, pues calificado y toda la weá. Qué huevo, qué huevo, deberías matarte, weón. Ay.
Northmen say you must sacrifice in order to receive. They tell how the runes were revealed to Odin only in sacrifice. He hung himself from the world tree, and he stabbed himself with a spear, and he dedicated the
No, es que un
sacrifice
botón no me quiere
to
funcionar.
himself. For 9 nights,
Pues estoy jugando con mando.
he gave a cry and gathered them in his mind.
De hecho, lo estoy pensando.
Then he fell from the tree.
Un mando de Xbox no me haría mal uno de Play 4.
She did it for desire.
Looking back, I was so naive to think she could banish it on her own.
¿Y qué me decís?
The further she saw into the darkness, the more she struggled to see anything at all. And the glow, the smallest hints of shape,
Ah, ya. Ahí cambia la cosa.
grow in strength until they consumed her whole.
No
Before
es
she
malo.
knew it, the darkness had her in its claws.
Aquí lo que yo podría llegar a sacarme serían como unas 30. Unas 30 lucas aquí sale. Por lo menos los de segunda mano. Yo creo...
Broke. The gate is open. Open.
She did it.
There is no such thing as victory when it comes to the darkness. It's like it doesn't want to kill her. Yeah. It will gnaw at her, biding its time. Only when she is at her weakest will it strike to kill. Will she find Dillian before her time comes?
¿Qué? ¿Por qué se reinició?
Overcome Valravan's final illusion to face him in his keep. I know you can do it, Senua. You have the sight.
We both see the darkness. We can fight it together. Speak to me, Druth. Tell me a story.
Senua, listen. I will tell you the tale of a man called Findan. The Northmen captured Findan's sister, and his father sent him to pay for her release. But they took his gold, put him in chains, and held him for a day and a night without food or water. Then they released him. I don't know why. Upon his return, his father's enemies in Erin set fire to his home. His father burnt to death, and his brother was killed. But he escaped with sorrow in his heart. His father's enemies offered redress for his loss and invited him to a feast. It was at a hall near the sea. But when he went there, they betrayed him to the Northmen, who enslaved him and took him to hell. 6 years later, his slave masters landed on the shores of Orkney, burning all before them. And into that fire, Findan made his escape. What was Findan burnt away that day. But from the flames, a new man stepped forward, and Druth was born. Druth. The man that I am now. And though Findan never set eyes on his dear sister again, I, Druth, have found you, Senua.
I wish you could have seen my home before these dark times.
Broken. The gate is open. Open.
This darkness. I know it from the
Try
wilds.
again.
Sí,
It's coming back for me.
no, sí, es bacán. Me gustaría que se viera en HD así, pero no se puede. Monitor culiado me caga.
Are you too?
Sí,
Where are
lo
we?
voy a botar. Ya. Voy a comprar otro.
Ella.
I remember.
¿Ella qué?
No, no.
It didn't end well in the wilds. It never does. You think you can overcome the darkness, make sense of it, and once relief settles in, it strikes out of nowhere, throwing you helplessly back into the maelstrom, drowning the mind in fear, deeper, deeper, dragging you down so far into the void that maybe this time there is no coming back. But there, in the darkness,
Senua,
she remembered what he told her.
hear me. Reach out to me. Senua, take my iron mirror. Look into it, for it is a window into the underworld. Within, you will see the face of the darkness that you fear. And if you focus, like I have taught you to, you will also see that as much as the darkness has you trapped within its veil, it too is trapped within yours. Focus. Focus! Focus!
I see you! I see you now! You led me to the wilds! You trapped me there!
Peleando con un jefe, weón.
There's too many. Find a good position. Don't let it behind. Behind you.
Qué mal.
baby, yeah, she's...
Watch out! You in the wilds, did I? It wasn't an illusion.
Facilito.
But not this time!
Voy a apagar la cinemática como lo más.
The mark of Valravan, one of the keys to the gate to Helheim. Hold it in your mind's eye.
With every battle, the darkness grows stronger. Every victory bringing her closer to defeat. Unfair, isn't it? In those dark winter nights in the wilds, there were times when she considered letting go. If it weren't for Druth, a chance encounter in the wilds, she would not have heard his stories of the Northmen. And she would not have this chance to find Dillion's soul.
No, es que me tocó un monito que estaba de teléfono. Cheto.
Ya. Pobrecito.
When she was younger, she would lay in the grass and stare at the clouds. And
Ahora
there she
que lo
saw
pienso
them,
bien, el juego tiene por ahí que Play 4 de control.
shifting faces.
Con los controles que los controles igual
After a while, she could
son
see the
como
faces everywhere.
experimentales en
trees.
este sentido,
The
que no
mountains,
son muchos controles.
caves.
Sería W, A, S, D. Sería para moverse para los lados. Sería el chip para hacer un poquito más rápido, el control para hacer parry y control derecho y control izquierdo para pegar.
I wonder,
Eso es todo del juego.
can
A
you
lo más
see
la
the
F y la
faces
E,
too?
que sería
pero
para hacer acciones.
If you look for them.
Mother?
Y con lo mismo digo, es bien poquito
Senua, you have the
lo que
sight.
tiene el juego.
Just
Y
like
el
I do.
tema de mecánica. Pero se nivela
Once you can
con los
see into
ataques,
the
con las
underworld.
combinaciones que uno hace.
The underworld
Se
and all the
se
souls
equilibra en
within
ese
it will
sentido.
see you.
Sí.
Don't be afraid when they speak to you. I will always be here to guide you.
Did you see her? That was her mother, Galina. She was a priestess, a healer. She taught Senua to see the weave that binds the world together. And it was beautiful. It was a time before the darkness. But when it did come, it first came for her mother. Senua still sees her face from time to time, hidden in the world. Like she's still watching over. She misses her so much.
Aquí no me acuerdo si me tiraba una cinemática, pero si me la tiro voy a esperar a que termine la cinemática y hasta aquí llegaría por hoy día.
With the mark of Valravan and the mark of Surt, you may cross the bridge over the River of Knives to Helheim.
No, mejor voy a abrir esta puerta. Solamente para...
Why is she waiting?
Voy a abrir la puerta
Open the
solamente para
gate.
asegurar
It's dangerous. It's
que haya
dangerous. Don't open the
guardado.
gate. She's done it.
Solamente para asegurarme que haya guardado el progreso.
It's so dark. It's dark.
Sí, está bien que te preocupes por eso, sí. Hay juegos que ni siquiera te avisan cuando guardan, así que siempre es mejor estar seguro. Dice.
Truth? Anyone?
There is no one here but me.
Not you.
Did you think that I would let you go? That you lost me back in the wilds? I will never let you go. You can't get rid of me. I am your shadow. And I will be watching when you draw your last dying gasp.
I'm not ready to die.
You will be when you see what they did to your dear beloved. In this waking nightmare, where all dreams come true, you searched for control, a way to pull through. When you were in love, you left him in tears, to smother your furies and banish your fears. But in darkness they came, through stormy black seas they raided these shores. Do you still hear his screams? And now that you're home, he's so far away. They've taken his soul. To these gods you cannot pray. They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through his darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart. You fought for love unspoilt by your darkness within. You fought for your dreams. Now there's no way to win. In the head of his corpse lies the seat of his soul. So you must carry his vessel to bring him back home. They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through this darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart.
Ahí se supone que quedó guardado. Se supone.
Se supone.
The darkness touched you. Everyone could see it in the hollows of
Yo
your
creo que me voy a ir a
eyes.
acostar. Ya,
A gaze
tarde.
averted from life.
Así que nada,
You ran from it but brought it nearer,
nada, Pedrito, nos estamos viendo.
led it to him. An endless
Cuídate,
suffering worse
Josu.
than death. And you wanted to surrender, abandoning to find peace with the gods. No. The darkness won't allow it. So you will walk into the lair of the beast. Look it in the eye, and you will go to war. This is your mission. This is your quest. There is nothing else left.
Ya, yo creo que lo dejaré hasta aquí nomás, chicos. Estuvo muy divertido, me divertí harto. Pero lo vamos a tener que dejar hasta acá nomás.